Hey everybody, it's Sam here. Thank you for watching today. So I've got a lot of creative craft products to show you today. So I did a kind of a what did I get with these products. Must be over a month ago now, and I showed you the stamping platform, the scoreboard, more of the tools and adhesives, and I touched on a few of the dies. Lots of you really like the Creative Craft Products brand. They do those core basics, so your basic tools that you need, and then the dies. So a lot of kind of simple card shapes, all of your any size and shape nested dies you can think of, they have. There's also some stamps in there. There's different kind of card concepts. There's some really fun stuff. So I had a look online and I basically chose all of the things that I would like to use on a regular basis. So all of the nested dies, which I'm going to show you. But there's also some really fun card concepts. So I've made pretty much all of them. So I have them already on the channel for those of you that don't need the dies or don't want the dies. But those of you that do like the dies, you like to have the mats and layers all done for you. Maybe you struggle cutting with a cutting knife and getting straight lines and stuff. Then there's some really nice card shapes as well, which I'm going to show you. So we'll start, first of all, let's do the nesting dies. So we've got those ones there. I just want to make sure I go through it all in order. So in fact, I'll leave those ones there. So these here are all the scalloped supersize nestables. So there's 6 dies here. So this is your hearts. And they're nice and big, these ones. They do give you the measurements online, but I will just give you an idea here. So from the widest point there, so 8 inches, it does say the largest one there. And then, yeah, 8 by 8, that biggest heart. So if you like making your 8 by 8 square cards, then that's lovely. Easel cards look really nice with shaped, with your dies, your nested dies. And then your smallest one is 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. Then you've got your scallop stars. So again, the largest one is 7.5, yeah, by 7.5, and then the smallest is 2 by 2. Then you've got your tags. So you have the holes here, or the circle dies to add the holes on the tags. So your largest one there is about 6 3/4 by 4. So a nice size there, and you get 6 dies. Then you've got your bunting, but you can also have it this way, you know, when you cut them, you can change the orientation. And I've got an idea for quite an unusual style card with these ones, so keep an eye out for that. But again, you can see how easy you can make this as well. Obviously the scallop would be more harder to do, but you can certainly cut that shape. But I just want to show you what's available and introduce some of you to the Creative Craft Product brand, because a lot of you, you know, may not have heard of this one. So the size of this one is 5 by just over 7, and then the smallest one is 1 3/4 by 2.5. Then we've got these ones. These are brilliant. You've got the hexagon and the octagon. There are so many. Again, you know, instant unusual card shapes there that you've got. Easel cards, gatefold. You can do so much with your nested dies, and hopefully I'll be sharing more of that on the channel over the coming months. So this is 7 3/4 squared. And the smallest one is 2 by 2 squared. And then the hexagons, you're looking at 6 3/4 by 7 3/4, and then 1 3/4 by 2-ish. Again, they do have the measurements for the largest one there. And on the back, they show you everything. And I think when you see things like this online, and obviously it says not to scale, it's not until you have them. And then you've got the scalloped ovals. You've got 6 3/4 by 8, and then 1 by 2 1/4. They do also have square and circles, but those ones are sold out. But you can register your email next to the item, and then you'll get an email when they next come back in. So you can, you know, you won't miss out that way. So that's all of the supersized nestables. Then this is something brand new to me. I haven't got any of this one. And these are your inverted scallop. Now I think this is the newer packaging, so they'll all be coming in these envelopes. So if you like to keep everything in the packaging, you can see they all sit quite nicely together, and it's really easy for you to be able to flick through and find, you know, the ones that you want, and you can see what they're called and everything. But I won't take them all out, but I'll just show you how these ones look. And I think they would look quite nice mixed with So this is, for example, the octagons. Use them with these octagons. If I take this one here, so can you see all of them are inverted? But if I take the larger of this one, and if you were to cut, you know, maybe a frame with one of each, yeah, look, they do. It fits. The largest of the inverted fits inside the largest of the scallop. So can you imagine how cool that frame will look? I just line that up there. It's almost like a chain. So I think you could create some really nice effects with these, mixing the two together. So I'm looking forward to having a play around with them. And it's just nice to have all of these different ones, because it is the thing that you grab the most as a card maker, I think, are your mats and layers. So to have these slightly different ones, I think is really good. So I gave you the measurements for the largest one of that, and you can see the largest one fits inside. But again, the measurements are there on the front. But that's the inverted. So you've got them, I think, in pretty much all the same shapes as the supersize ones here. So we've got what was that, the octagons and the hexagons. You've then got rectangles, circles. So I'm hoping when the circle scallops come in, I will be able to, you know, they're matched nicely with that. Then you've got the ovals, which again, I just want to see, so I think these are going to be the most kind of popular. So that's the largest oval. Let's just try it. Yeah, fits perfectly. There we go. Imagine that in mirrored card, just to create some cool frames and stuff. So that's the largest oval. Then you've got the square, and then you've got the nested slimline and nested DL, again in the supersize inverted scallop. Then there's the torn edge nestables. So we've got the star, the ovals, hexagons, octagons and hearts. Now I imagine, and I think there is the square, the circle, and there's another one as well, but I believe they've sold out. But again, you can register, you know, your email address next to it. So actually we can see here on the back, yeah, there's the square, there's the circle. So you can see those two there. And I think, oh, and the rectangle. Yeah, so square, circle and rectangle. All of the rest, yeah, I've got here. But they may be in stock since I've received these. So again, I'll link them below and then you can check out all of the other ones there. But nice big sizes. They're going to be the same as the other sizes that I've given you. And again, if you want them all in your packaging, you like things to stay nice and neat, then just keep them as they are. And then moving on to your concept cards. So these will create the card shapes for you. So first of all, we've got a center stepper easel card. Now, like I said, I have got all these already on my channel. I can show you how to make them without the dies. But when it comes to the mats and layers and sometimes cutting into card and using the cutting knife and the ruler and stuff, it's not always for everybody. So it is nice to sometimes have the dies that can do a lot of the work for you. And then all you have to do is the decoration. So you get 13 dies in this one here, and it gives you directions there how to fold. You've got mountain fold, then valley, mountain fold, etc. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a tutorial using all of these, and I'm going to upload them onto the YouTube channel on the days when I don't usually upload. So you'll still get all of the usual content from me where I share cards not using dies, because lots of people enjoy them. But there's days when I don't upload, so I'm going to upload these kind of tutorials. So it's just more inspiration, but also, you know, for those of you that maybe purchase these and you want, you know, more inspo, then hopefully I'll better give you some. So that's your center stepper easel card. This is your high center stepper card. You get 9 dies. And again, it tells you how to do the folds there. So it's very similar to that one. But this one, you get that extra piece here to turn it into an easel. So that's optional. You don't need to add that piece. And then this one is a 4 stepper card. Again, I've done a 5, I think, and a 4, and I might even have a 3 stepper. So there's a few different ones to choose from there. But really nice size. I think when this one folds down, it's going to be 6 by 6. I think. Again, I like that it gives you the directions there on the back on, you know, how your fold should be. Then you've got a curvy gatefold. So you get 7 dies in that one there. Really straightforward. And I'll just take one out just to show you. So you can see that one there. And I'm just thinking, these look like they would all go through standard die machine. So those all do. This one then is your accordion stepper. Again, got that on the channel. A lot of these I've turned into showstopper cards as well, so you can double them up, add just like an extra panel, and there's loads you can do with them. Yeah, that one's going to go through. And then this, I think, is the older packaging, so these ones will come in these, you know, little envelopes now. So again, you can see, you know, it's nice to be able to organise that like it is. So you can see you can just keep those, you know, in the packagings there. This one is your scalloped stepper card. And you can see there how you fold that one. Again, that one's going to go through. Yeah, no problem at all. And then this is your octagon shutter card. Now this one would need a larger die machine. So this is, yeah, octagon shutter card. So this would be interesting to see how this one works. So it gives you all the folds there. And I guess it's all to do with this middle bit there, but I'm going to have a play around with that one. So that one kind of did stand out to me. 27 dies. So look out for the tutorials of me using these, and what I'll do is, I haven't done them as I'm doing this video, but as I do them I will link them in to this video, or at the end there'll be a playlist. But I'll also link the ones not using dies for those of you that may be new to my channel and you may not have a lot of supplies yet. You can also, you know, make all of this without. So that's the shaped cards. Then you've got your envelopes. Now I'd already shared the A6 on one of my What Did I Get videos, but I thought I'd bring that one in again because these are the three now together. So you get your A6, your DL and your slimline. And inside you get lots of dies. You get 29, 29 and 27. And these will make your envelopes. So there you go, you see how big that die is. So again, it's going to go through a standard machine because you'd pop it through that way. And then that would be the back and the top, and then that would be, again, I guess a matte and layer along with that. And then these are your decorative details, so you can cut that in. So, you know, you could cut it into the die, or I think you can cut it out. You can actually even have that as on a card, on the side of a card. So if you've got a tall card, cut that on the top this way, because the cut line is only on one side. So it's going to stay attached. So you've got that design, whereas that one cuts away. So that's got a cut line all the way around. So if you want to have it cut maybe a mirrored card and stick it on top, you can. But if you want to make your envelope edge actually that shape, then you die cut that and then pop that through. Let me just check, because I did say it would go through a standard machine, but then there's this die here and that looks wide. Let's see, no. So you're going to need a larger machine for this one here, which is the DL. So let me just check the slimline and the A6. So the slimline is 6 1/4. So you might find it would be better with a larger machine. However, what you can also do is place that down on your cardstock and with a rolling pin, roll over it so that you get the outline markings and then just cut it. So there are ways around it. Sometimes people have purchased dies that are too big for their machines and then they think they're stuck with them. But if you use a rolling pin over the top, you'd be surprised what you can then do. So, and then this one here again, I know that one's going to be fine because you can pop it through that way. Oh wow, it's bang on 6 1/4 again. So it's going to be right on the edge of your plates, and that way 7. So that one definitely not, but the others is kind of up to you. But I thought they're really good, and I have asked if they're going to do a 6x6 and a 5x7 because that's my favourite size to make. So hopefully they will. Then some other card shapes here, and that's the impossible cards. So I've got the rectangle impossible cards, but I've never made oval or circle. So I'm looking forward to using those. And you also get a 6x6 and a 5x7. But I've not done a 5x7 portrait. I've done a 5x7 landscape, and I've done a triple. Is it a triple impossible card? I think as well. Anyway, I'll share the links to that. But you know, they're really easy to do. But I love that they've done these particular ones here, because that is a bit more, well, it's not hard to do, but it's just nice to have those different shapes. Again, just check, yeah, they're going to go through a standard machine. So basically you cut that and it cuts just into the card here, here and here, and then scores across there, and then you basically just twist the card and it creates a really fun style. And the reason it gets the name Impossible is because once you've twisted it, it's really hard to understand that that all came from one piece of card. Let me just check the oval. Yeah, so again, you just pop it through that way, so that will fit. And I'm just want to double check these ones, because again, you probably just have to turn. Yeah, that's 6, so that's going to be fine. And then this one, yeah, be fine. You just pop it through that way. And then to go with the Impossible cards, they've done the landscape verses and portrait verses. But of course, yeah, you don't want those. These are just really nice stamped verses to go inside your cards. On the front, they look lovely embossed on vellum and acetate and things like that. So you've got this one here. The best thing about birthdays is they're all about you. Enjoy yourself and make the most of it. Distance means so little when someone means so much. Just when I think that it's impossible to love you anymore, you prove me wrong. There's loads of others there as well. True friends are never apart, maybe in distance, but never in heart. Good friends are hard to find, harder to leave, and impossible to forget. So I like that they've kind of added in the impossible words to some of those sentiments, but I just think they're really nice. If you're someone that just likes to have different ones for your cards, then I think these are lovely. Congratulations, well done to you. We wish you well in all you do. And then these are some other bits I've got here. So it's all part of the In the Window collection. So we'll start off with these first. So it's all about having those apertures. So those, no, they're separate. So you've got In the Window DL aperture die. I'll show you this. So you get this one here. So it cuts just on the 3 sides and then just scores there. So that's your mat, and then that would be on top. And then you have all of your little mats and layers here. And you've also got plain as well if you don't want to have scallop mats and layers, like so. I think that's really nice. And then to go with that, you've got the In the Window Sentiments A5 stamp set. But like I said, with the Impossible ones, you know, you use these with anything. They've done little kind of like tag shapes and stuff. So I think they're going to go, yeah, I think a lot of these larger ones will fit this one. Surprise, happy birthday, get well, happy birthday. So there's all kinds of ones there. So I need to have a look with those ones. There you go. You can see on the front how it looks like. Oh, sorry. So you've got your scallop, you've got stitched, and you've got plain. So they've given you 3 options there. So you've got 8 dies altogether. So I'm looking forward to using that one. I'm thinking of using some of my characters. So having like Heidi, the hippo, the meerkat, as you lift each one up and they're kind of popping out. I think that'll look really nice. So this is your stackable aperture die set. Now I did see a sample. So it doesn't look like much, but it's quite cool. It's quite clever when you put it together. So these ones here with the finger pull, I've only got a cut line on 3 sides. This is attached. So the idea is you have one that way, and you could just then open that. You could have it on a gift tag, on the top of a gift box, all sorts. But then what you can do is you run this all through at the same time, I think. So then you don't have that one. I think it was then, this is just what I'm guessing, that one, but it goes that way. And then the next one that way. I think, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was something like this, basically. And then when you sit that one on, if you imagine you open that, you're lifting up that end and then that one and then that one. And you get a really cool effect. Have a look at the inspiration with it, because I'm probably not explaining it very well. And obviously you don't have to have them like that, but that's how it is on the front there. So we'll see. I'm going to have a play around with that one. And that one, they've said it also, so it coordinates with this. So this is the In the Window Occasions stamp set. So it's a stamp and die combo. So it coordinates with all of this. So you've got your flowers there, new home, then you've got happy birthday, and then you've got some other floral designs there as well. But in the die set, you get the planter, 2 different planters there, and some more sentiments. So you can see how these look. So that's one planter, there's the other one. Those are the dies to cut each of the flowers out, and then those ones and that one. And then they're the sentiments, which you can obviously then attach onto the planters or anywhere else on the card. And then this one here. So this is just double aperture die set. So you've got your matte and layer. And I guess you can have this all different ways, but each of these, they have a, yeah, they cut on 3 sides. There's always one side that's attached, so you've got the little doors that can open. So you've got that one there, and then you can have that one up there. But you could also take that away and maybe just have that one, and it could be maybe like a horse stable. You could open them up and you could have like Horace the horse popping out. I think that would be really funny. I'm trying to think how I'm going to use these with my own collection and things that I already have in my stash. I can definitely see characters popping out of these. So that's just your mats and layers to decorate it. And then I wonder if that, are those largest ones? No, but you could easily just have it so that even that whole thing, you know, could maybe open as well. I don't know. I'm going to have a play around. Like I said, you're going to see tutorials using all of this product, but you can see how it all fits in there. So you can literally have every element. There you go. See how that all works. And that's the same as what's on there. And there's those tags. So it's these ones as well. So lots to kind of get on with there. And then there's these. These are the layering edges and borders. So you get your leaf die set, your lace die set, wave die set, and the funky die set. That's like the outline. I mean, I'm seeing like the sea there, because you could cut these. I'd layer those up on top of each other like that. And then can you imagine like my under the water collection? So the dolphins and the fish kind of popping out. So that's what I see straight away. But because this is the leaf one, these here are your leaf detail. But so you could just have, you know, like that one cut with that one there, and then just build up a nice, you know, arrangement of flowers or something on the front. These look good as shaker cards as well. So they're just literally just nice decorative panels for you to do whatever you want with. I can see these looking nice across a bridge fold card. You know, that could be the bridge that connects the sides, because you can always trim them down and stuff. Or that way. Mirrored card as well. You could have 3 of those. They look like those mirrors that people have in their houses, you know, the strips. I don't know, there's all sorts. People, you're probably seeing all kinds of things you can do with these. That's just one example. I'll show you. Let's have a look at this one here. I mean, there is the waves. So they do have them there, but they're more scalloped, whereas that looks more wavy to me. But there is the wave one there. So you can see the pattern you've got there. I think until I use these, then more ideas are going to come. I'll just show you the other two, I might as well. There you go. So the mermaid's tail is what I see there straight away. But yeah, you can see they are waves as well. And this is the funky die set. So you just get a cool geometric print there. And I guess it's a repeatable pattern, because the kind of jagged edge there would fit into the top here. So that's all of the dies. And I just wanted to share this. I know I've been using it a lot in tutorials, but I just wanted to show it because there was a really good bundle offer. I'm not sure if the bundle offer is still available when I do this, when this goes up, but I will link it if it is. It is a really lovely paper pad, and they've done it as a bundle, but you can buy it all individually. You can buy the 6x6 on its own, the 8x8, the stamp set, and then there's also a sentiment stamp set as well. I'll just give you an overview of this one here. So I'd already had the 6x6, and then I wanted to make 5x7 cards, so I ordered the 8x8. But you can see just the colour palette, it's just beautiful. And if you're new to my channel, you might have missed this card that I've made, and that's using the papers from this pad. So I've done a sympathy card with that one, and then this one here is for a friend. And I just heat embossed the flowers there, all of the different poppies. You've got the bees, the corn, and just so you can see the designs. You've got that one. We've got this one here, that one, that one, that one, and we've got a topper sheet there, and that topper sheet, that topper sheet there. Some really beautiful designs, and you'll see this being used with some of those dies that I just showed you, because I think they're going to look really nice, and having some of these stamped on them as well. But like I said, 6x6 and 8x8, that stamp set, and there's also a sentiment stamp set as well. So quite a lot to show you today, but I think it's great, especially if you're just starting out, to introduce you to creative craft products, because they are really good for those basic pieces. So like I said, the scoreboard and your trimmers and things like that, but also those basic shaped dies, your mats and layers, which are things like this. And then also those concept cards, you know, whether it's just the simple gatefold or, you know, something a little bit more detailed. I think they've got some really great ones, and I know they've got some really cool ones coming as well, so keep an eye out for them. But I'll link, hopefully most of this is available still. I'll link to it in the description box below. Let me know if you've got any of the creative craft products. Have you got anything that I've shared today? Maybe you've got some of these concept cards. It'd be good to hear what you think as well. So thank you as always for watching. Like I said, I'm going to be showing tutorials using this product on the days when I wouldn't usually upload. So nothing will be taken away from my, you know, normal tutorials that I share on a Monday, Wednesday and Friday. See you all again soon. Bye.